Wow, that is loud. We're gonna have some nice, calming music. I thought we'd try this something different today. We'd have some gentle music playing in the background while I do my. I'm joking. I'm on hold. I'm on hold, and I don't think that the call will be taken anytime soon. I've been through this several times, but let me just say hello to all of you. Good morning.
It's Josh G.
Josh.
Good morning from Jacksonville, FL work trip.
Right on, Josh, in Florida. Sorry you have to come here and deal with all the hate. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say hate? I meant heat. It's a little Freudian slip there. Sorry about that. You know, living in Florida, the heat kind of gets to you after a while. The height. Right on the height. Anyhow, good morning. Let's see who else is here. Josh G is on the kick. Yes, good. I wonder if those notifications go out for YouTube, guys. That was a really
It's Josh G. Yes.
Did the YouTube notifications go out?
It's Josh G. Yes, sir.
Yes, they did. I could see them. I've got a big smile on my face because those notifications went out. Good. Good. Everybody, now tell the troops. The troops. Oh, oops. The troop. Let me fix that. Let me just did something crazy here. So, this is what's going on. I told you guys several months ago, okay, on this show. I didn't go through and try to find it. I'm just going to tell you what I said. I said Russia has already won this war. Now, all Russia has, they've already taken the land they wanted, okay? The war is basically over. Now, Ukraine is just trying to get the land back, and they can't, okay? Any attempts by the West or Ukraine to try to hoodwink you guys into thinking that they're somehow making progress, they're just lying, because when you turn on the news and you see the progression and what's in red, as all the news programs will show you, you'll notice that Russia still holds all that land. And nothing has been pushed back at all. I mean, that's just me doing this, looking at silly maps on the news. And I can be like, dude, I don't see any progress, right? But, you know, that's not the blah, blah, blah coming out of all the announcers, the media's mouths. You know, they're all like, blah, blah, blah. No, we're doing great. We're making, bro. Look at this Russian got killed. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Look, we got some Russians over in Moscow. Oh, look at this. Ha, ha, ha. We sent some drones over the freaking Kremlin. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Look, we blew up a bridge. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Look, we blew up a boat. That's been the media, right? Not, oh, by the way, the war's already over. Russia won. They hold the land, and we're just going to try to convince you of something else so that you'll be okay with, you know, electing people that want to keep sending money into this bottomless pit that is just devouring all of our resources. So, what's the take?
It's sickening the lies and propaganda we're being fed.
The take is, don't buy it anymore. They're bringing out Obama, and even he's getting laughed off stage with the chant, fuck Joe Biden. It was beautiful. He couldn't say anything because everyone was like, fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden. And Obama was just like, Christianity and your guns. I'll drop more bombs than any other president. I'm not really black. I'm half white, but I'm not going to say I'm half white. What? You're half white, dude. What about your white mother? Fucking racist piece of shit, Obama. Yeah, he's a fucking racist. Fuck that guy. Lied about what he was. And America has yet to have its first black president. So, let's make that a thing. Dr. Cornel West is an actual black man, and then we could actually say we had a black president. For real, and not be a bunch of liars. Wouldn't that be great to actually have a black president? You know, half black, half white ain't black. It's half black, half white. It ain't black. Understand that. I don't care what the color of the shade of your skin is. Half black, half white ain't black. Well, what about the white half of you? Right? Doesn't make sense, does it? No, we haven't had a black president yet. Just like we haven't had a black vice president yet either. She's half whatever the fuck too. I'm still on hold. Whatever. This is bullshit. This is a bullshit call. Anyway. So the you know, there's really not much else to say about that except that yeah, haha, America and the West, y'all got suckered by a bunch of Nazis.
Get out of this conflict ASAP.
Yeah, right? Steve Running, well said. Get out of this conflict as soon as possible. Exactly. No. Zelensky and the Nazis want our money.
Big time this morning.
And they're doing cocaine and having a party over there. You know, acting like superheroes. Sending off everybody to go get killed by Russian bullets. Great idea. You know, Russia took the land. It's time to sit down at the table and say, you know what? We need to stop this war because people are still dying. And if you want to keep the land, we're going to have to give it to you. And what's the word? Surrender. The West doesn't understand the meaning of the word surrender. So they just keep the wars ongoing. Because money. Because we can, even after we lose a war, it's been a year since we lost this war. We're still pretending because they want your money. I bet that makes a lot of sense to a lot of you. And I really don't have to drill it down, do I? Everybody gets it. All 7, 8, 10 of you. Great. The 2 of you that are on Kick, thank you. The 1 of you that's watching on Rumble. And the 7 of you that are across all the other channels. Thank you. Enoch. Yes.
Literally White House knows candy kooks.
Yes. Cucks, yes. Yes. But you want to see the face? You want to see the face of the Ukraine...
It's Josh G.
Of the loss of Ukraine.
We still deny that Vietnam was a loss. Never once covered it in history during school.
Right, Josh G? Right?
Bonsai House.
Billy!
I thought
how did I know you were here? That is so weird.
A land of MINs, to be propagated for thousands of years. We should be all EY by now.
When Josh G said something, I thought it was Billy Ballantyne. I looked up, it said Josh G. And then, boom, the next post was Billy Ballantyne. So funny. Anyhow, look at this is the picture. Hey, Heavy P, what's up, buddy? Look, this is the picture that demonstrates what the West feels today. After trying to push the goddamn narrative on us over and over and over again. The pushing this freaking narrative, right? This is the face of shame. This is the face of I've got some really bad news for you, and some of that bad news is we've been lying for months to you, and now you caught us. And that sad face right there is all you need to know about the state of affairs over there in Ukraine in the war. And the West, well, just look at his face. You know, that's what happens when you trust a bunch of Nazis with your money, you fucking morons. Fucking Americans? Trusting Nazis? Wow. Well, look where it got you. They freaking lied to you. They've lied to you all along. You know, you thought that the Donbass never happened because, you know, they fucking lied to you and you believed it. Go research your history and find out Russia's in the right here, and they're going to win this because they're going to win more and more hearts and minds all around the world. They already won mine. You know, I support them. I support their side, absolutely. Why? Because America just doesn't know when to say they've been beat and to step fucking down. So, you know, every time an American soldier gets killed over there, and there's been 3 now, I laugh and I laugh and I laugh. You fucking suckers. Stop going over there. Okay, this has to end now. And your American ass going over there isn't helping anything. You're just prolonging it. So when you take a Russian bullet to your brain, I'm going to clap and laugh at you and laugh at your family and your kids that will no longer have a father or a mother and be like, you're a sucker, and you got suckered by liars like this and CNN and all these other Fox and everybody else, MSNBC and all of them that are laughing at you taking your money. They don't care about Ukrainian lives. They don't give a fuck about them Nazis. They just want to keep fooling you into sending more money because it's paying them off. And everybody's getting a huge payday over this. You know, except for the Ukrainians. By the way, Russia had another successful attack. They just killed 7 and injured 80 people in an apartment complex or a hotel. Did you guys see that? That's a response to all the, you know, the bullshit end zone touchdown dancing that the West is doing right now over a bridge that got shot up, over a boat that got fucking listed, you know, in the sea over there, in the Black Sea or whatever. Oh, we're gonna celebrate and do it. Meanwhile, here come a couple missiles. Oh, and guess what? They went after the first responder. They waited 17 minutes. That's enough time to let all the emergency personnel get there, and then they sent another missile in there to get all the emergency people too. You know why? Because the next time Russia attacks a fucking hospital, an emergency worker is going to be like, yeah, no. It's a deterrent. You know, you're going to run to help, you're going to run to get killed. That's how war works, man. And guess what? Russia's holding all the cards, man. Putin's got the whole goddamn world in his hands right now. And he's rolling it right over us. So, what do you do in a fight when you've been beaten? What do you do? You're in a fight, you got beat. Do you keep fighting? Well, you're just going to get hurt worse. You're going to end up dead. You got to surrender. You've got to say, we lost. You won. You took all this land. Now it's part of Russia. What else can you do? You're going to nuke Russia? Because that's all you got left, motherfuckers. And you know you don't want to do that. So I guarantee you right now the Biden administration has got a plan on the table to nuke Russia. I guarantee you.
My genius Russian father-in-law decided to go on vacation at the moment to Egypt, and him being an American/Russian dual citizen, Egypt won't honor his debit or credit cards. Now he's stuck there.
Well, that was a dumb move.
Josh G. How do weapons
you genius Russian father-in-law. Not much.
Insane what money and EED can do.
Not much of a genius. How do weapons arm dealers for the military-industrial complex sleep at night? Insane what money and greed can do. Yeah, and they sleep with a noise machine, like a white noise machine. That's how they do it. And they take sleeping pills. They have a nice warm glass of milk. That's how they sleep at night. They don't give a fuck. You start asking yourselves that question, like why don't these people have a conscience? And you're just going to go down a rabbit hole that you're never going to get out of, because none of these fuckers have a conscience. No matter what you think. You know, they fooled the whole world into thinking that Barack Obama was a black president. Literally, African Americans are still running around today saying, oh, we had our first black president. No, you didn't. You did not. Obama's not black. But you will accept lies and you'll swallow them whole because you're a bunch of suckers that don't want to accept truth. You know, it's just like when you found out that Santa Claus was your dad. You kept the lie going for a few more years, didn't you? Think about it. When you were 9, you're 10 years old, you're 11 years old, you figured that shit out. But you're like, you knew if you fucking went against the grain, you weren't going to get your toys that year. So what did you do? You fucking bucked up, you suckered in, right? And you play acted right along with your family. Oh, is Santa going to bring me some? What's Santa going to bring? Oh, Santa. You've been indoctrinated. You've been trained like a little puppy to believe fucking liars and to just let it go. That's why we are the way we are. That's why we can't have nice things. Hill House Hobo, hello. They can have a nice warm glass of these nuts. Love it, Hill House Hobo. Love it. Great comment. Enoch says, Paul Lytix is sickening, bro. Why are we always meddling in other people's affairs? Captain save a hoe every time. Because, you know, people like my very good friend Cyber Reload say that, you know, we're way better off having America being the police of the world and not a country like China or Russia. When Cyber puts it that way, to me, as an American that enjoys the freedoms that America gives me, it makes total sense. And he makes total sense when he says that. You know, it's better that America
Clubhouse Hobo.
be in charge of the
It's Team
goddamn
America
planet than
World
any other
Police.
fucking country. Imagine if it was Israel. You know? Imagine if it was North Korea that was the police of the world. Yeah, it sucks that we are the police of the world. But at the same time, Cyber makes a really good point.
Johnson. Nay's Wicked Garden.
Nay's Wicked Garden. Johnson, what's up? I want to run through your wicked garden. Oh, that's a lies to find you. I don't know the words of that song. Every time I listen to it, I'm like, is that what he's saying? Oh, I can never remember those words. It's a great song, though. I love it. One of my favorites. Yes.
Killhouse Hobo. This, everyone do the secret signal.
That was really good. You guys finally figured out that I'm... That's cool. Figured out to tell me that I was muted. Okay, there we go. My bad. Okay, we good? It's so funny. My audience is so bad, dude. My audience is they're so unresponsive. Ugh. But thank you, Billy and Hill House Hobo. Thank you for the two of you that told me I was muted. Thank you, guys. And the rest of you, you could see me looking at the camera talking. You couldn't hear me. None of you thought to tell me I was muted. I didn't say anything important. I was just complaining about this delivery service. Should we watch the video? Should we watch this video of this guy? Dude. That was crazy.
Your call is very important to us and will be answered by the first available customer service representative.
Why is there no sound? Oh.
And are now urging
I know
patience
this
from
cost to
Western.
make $1 billion. Honestly, you would have to work 10 million days at above minimum wage. That's over 27,000 years with no days off.
To make $1 billion. Billionaires have no conscience. I figured you'd mute it as taking private call. Yeah, I did, but then I was talking to y'all. But that's cool, man. No, you did good. You let me know. They tame their expectations.
On the front lines as well, but the Ukrainian president says officials say heavy Russian
I love the
defenses have
wording.
slowed their month-long counteroffensive to a crawl and are now urging patience from Western allies. A senior Ukrainian official says an insane number of Russian landmines, up to 5 per square kilometer, in some parts is one reason for the slow going. Clearing those minefields is slow and deadly and dangerous work.
I gotta laugh. You guys remember, it was the Ukrainians who introduced landmines into this war. And we covered this over a year ago. And they were showing these landmines in the Ukraine that Ukrainians had put down, right? And I said this, like, Ukrainian soldiers better realize that as soon as you introduce something that's illegal into this war, Russia's going to do it too. You've given them license. And I remember using the word license. Just like I used the word when talking about cluster bombs. I said, Russia can now use cluster bombs. You use a nuke on Russia, they're going to nuke you too. They've got nukes, they've got it all. I mean, at what point is dumbass Joe Biden going to realize that this is a reactive war? That every time he tries to step it up, Russia stomps it down. He steps it up again, Russia stomps it down harder. I mean, from standing back here with my arms folded, watching the whole thing, I'm amazed at how dumb Americans are, the leadership of America. That we're like, we're just going to keep sending more money, we're going to send more money. It's like this big frantic push without actually looking at the facts behind it. When most of us, armchair quarterbacks, are sitting home, we're smarter than the fucking generals. We can see it for exactly what it is. It's just a big money grab. And it's at the cost of Ukrainian lives. And at this point, I couldn't give a fuck. You know, I'm really more concerned about the homeless problem we have in our country.
Landmines aren't illegal, only anti-personnel mines.
I don't know about that. I don't know about illegal landmines or whatever. I don't know. All I know is, as soon as Ukraine started using those landmines, I said, Russia can do it now too. And guess what? They can't go anywhere because Russia's put landmines everywhere. Because when you go into a fight with somebody and you pull out a chain, they might pull out a knife. You pull out a baseball bat, and they might pull out a gun. You want to escalate shit with somebody that you're fighting with, they know how to escalate shit too. And it's just psychotic to think that we're going to escalate this and there's not going to be a response even bigger and greater in perfect proportion to what we've just done. It's psychotic. That's how war works. That's how you train a puppy.
I had to sit through a 4-HR lecture on the Geneva Convention.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Right on, Hillhouse. They answered to us during the Cold War with SAR bombs.
Good morning, Nay and LRC trendy as Dabberts at Nay's Garden.
Hey, Randy, what's up? They know how to answer us, but we're too stupid. Yeah. Let's watch this again. This is amazing. I want you to listen to the landmines part.
Ukrainian officials say heavy Russian
Bonsai
defenses
house.
have slowed their month-long
Just give me
counteroffensive
math.
to a
If Elon earned his fortune honestly, he would have to work 6,369,863.01278 years. Is Elon a good person?
crawl and are now urging patience from Western allies. A senior Ukrainian official says an insane number of Russian landmines, up to 5 per square kilometer, in some parts, is one reason for the...
Man, I told him that all he had to do was tell the driver to use his driver's license and to say that he was with the company that they're called in. It should have taken 30 seconds for him to tell that to them. Dude, what the fuck? What is taking so long? You heard... Oh, you didn't hear me say that. That's right, I was muted. All right, let's try to get on this.
slow going. Clearing those minefields is slow and deadly and dangerous work, and it's being done now by foot. That same official notes there's no deadlines to break through those fortified defensive lines. Meantime, Kyiv says Russia is bringing more battle-ready forces to the city of Bakhmut to try and prevent further Ukrainian gains. Also, the Russians are trying to push back on the front lines as well, but the Ukrainian president says they will not get anywhere.
Frontline. The battles are tough.
Understand this. When Ukraine says, oh, yes. Oh.
Thank you for patiently holding.
Yes.
Alright, so I have some good news. So Maiden, I spoke to Egypt and they made a note on the system now, and she sent off an email to the local delivery station to advise. Ben, I'm also
Thank you so much.
you can use that on your next order for any item that is sold and shipped by Amazon.
Okay. Yeah, yes, it is.
Let me just remove this and get my email for you quickly.
Oh, you know what? Pull that number up one more time. I think actually that number was incorrect. The contact number. Um, Excellent. Okay. Excellent. Okay.
Then I'm going to send over an email to you. I've got it for Ascension Friday.
Okay. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate it. All right. Okay. Thank you again. No, that's it. I got to go, but thank you so much. Okay. You too. Bye-bye. Even when you're in a hurry, there's always time to be polite when somebody's really doing you a favor. Cheers, guys. No lottery gunning canvas.
Hill House Hobo. So jealous, no good extracts available near me ATM.
The occupiers are trying with all their might to stop our guys. The assaults are very fierce. But
So what I was going to tell you, if
Cannabis
Ukraine
deal.
is saying,
What is that made out of the different cat thing you use?
if they're saying it's porcelain, the same thing that a toilet is made out of. If they're saying, if Ukraine is reporting that they're having a hard time now and they're not making any progress, you can guarantee it's 10 times fucking worse than what they're saying. Remember that. They were saying they were going to have this big offensive and they were pushing Russia back and Russia was losing. You know, and Wagner split off and Putin was fucking on his knees and blah, 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 blah. I guarantee you, because we found out all of that was bullshit. And now you're going to find out that this isn't them having a hard time. This is Russia completely stomping them.
Propaganda is king.
Understand, Russia's, if they're saying we're getting pushed back a little bit or we're not making all the progress, no. You're getting decimated because you're a bunch of fucking Nazi liars. Okay, Zelensky, you're a bunch of Nazi fucking liars. We can't believe anything that comes out of your mouths anymore. And I understand it's 10 times worse than it's always been.
no matter what the enemy does, it is the Ukrainian forces that dominate.
And
Oh, yeah,
joining us now
Ukraine's
is CNN
dominating.
Military analyst Lieutenant General Mark Hertling, former commanding general, U.S. Army Europe and 7th Army.
He's like
It's good to see
the
you.
eagle from the
Good
Muppets.
to be with you as always, John.
Okay, so right now it seems the Ukrainian counteroffensive, it's making progress, but it's much slower than expected. And an op-ed from the people at the Institute for the Study of War and the American Enterprise Institute goes into a lot of detail,
So-
explaining how the Ukrainians can actually still win this, but it will...
If they're saying it's slow moving, then I guarantee you 10 times worse, they're getting pushed back, they're losing people. What's this? What's this? What is this? What is this? I don't like this. What is this? I don't know. What is that? What is this? What is this? What is this? That's what happens when you cut your own hair, I guess.
take a long time. It can take months or longer. Here's part of what they wrote. The Ukrainians only have to win and hold in one sector to render virtually all the Russian-held territory west of their advance untenable.
Do you hear that? Oh, we only have to hold this one town, and then, yeah, and nothing else is real then. It all goes away. We just hold this one town, and we're doing so good. You hear that? It doesn't even make sense. Do you guys want to hear that again because it's so outrageous?
Time. It could take months or longer. Here's part of what they wrote. The Ukrainians only have to win and hold in one sector to render virtually all the Russian-held territory west of their advance untenable. The Russians have to win every time, all the time. The Ukrainians don't even have to make it all the way to the water.
This is so funny. Like, they will try to paint the picture as beautiful as they can. We're using all their words and all of their speculation, and all it does is prove that they're a bunch of fucking liars, because we hear what's coming. This guy's about to tell us that Ukraine's getting decimated, I bet.
Just explain what that means and what that actually looks like on the battlefield here.
Well, I don't quite agree with that, John. And what I'd say is what they're talking about.
Oh, boom. What do you guys think? I nailed it, and I haven't even seen this yet. I nailed it. The general agrees with the guy who gets high every day in his mom's house. The general, you guys are watching the right show, aren't you? I have a really good understanding of this, don't I? I hadn't even heard this. I haven't even watched this yet. I'm good, me. I'm good. Tell me about it in the chat. Tell me how awesome that was, that I nailed it. You want to go back? You want to go back and hear the, what did I call it? The hopium? I should have called it the hopium. Listen to the
In
hopium.
one sector, to render virtually all the Russian-held territory west of
All they
the
have to do is
Duped
just
and
hold one
Tenable.
sector.
The Russians have to win every time.
They don't even have
all
to
the
make
time.
it all the way to the
Ukrainians
water.
don't even have to make it all the way to the wall.
Here it comes.
Just explain
CJ
what
Hill.
that means and what that actually
The
looks
base
like on the
god is
battlefield.
all-knowing.
See, it's just explain what that means and exactly what that looks like on the battlefield. In other words, the moron over here thought that this guy was going to support that stupid lie of a statement. That, oh, all Ukraine has to do is hold this one territory. And he's like, tell us what that looks like on the battlefield. Homeboy's a general. He's like, you know what that looks like on the battlefield? It doesn't look like anything, because none of that is true. I digress. Listen to him say it for himself. In the best, in the lightest, in the nicest way he could possibly say it.
Still here.
Well, I don't quite agree with that, John. And what
I don't quite agree with that. No, it's not that you don't quite agree with it. It's that you know it's a bunch of hyperbolic propaganda bullshit, and none of it even made any sense. How many regions is Russia holding over there right now, man? Oh, and all they got to do is just take back one little region, and Russia's completely wiped out. What? This is the propaganda. This is the lying. And what's a beautiful moment right now, and I didn't even know this was in this video, is this guy is literally outing it. He's the one that's all been the cheerleader for this war ever since day one. And now, you know what? Even he realizes his reputation is at stake. All these motherfuckers' reputations are at stake. They know it. And some of them are coming out of the coma, the lie coma. And they're like, dude, if I don't start telling the truth soon, everyone's going to know that we've lost this war. And I was sitting here cheering it on. I don't want to be that guy. Wow. This is growth. This is good. This is change. This is what we should all be looking for and wanting to see happen. You should all want to see people that support the West starting to come around. All right, let's hear so let's see if he pushes it back. You know, now that he said it, let's see if he realizes, oh boy, I fucked up. I better take that back a little bit.
I'd say is
Kill
what they're
Kosovo.
talking about is
The
cutting
only way
Russian
that
support.
one-town theory could hold up is if that town was at a strategic choke point.
Dude, it is a giant swath all the way across the country. It's not 300. You know, there's not some little cave that thousands of soldiers have to walk through and there's only 300 dudes that could stop them. It ain't 300, dude. Zelensky ain't fucking 300. You know, it's a wide swath of land. We can all see it on the maps. And Russia's holding all of it. And what's on the other side of that land? Russia! Backing every single province that they're holding. Russia's on the other side of that land. It's psychotic, man.
Supply lines, which would put a stranglehold on the Russians that are anywhere west of where they slice the M14 highway, which runs south along the Azov and Black Sea coast. What they're talking about is not only cutting that logistics capability for the Russians, but there's also a requirement to secure the area. In other words, get the Russian troops out of there, because as long as there are Russian forces inside those two oblasts, Zaporizhia and Kherson Oblast in the south, it will cause problems. It will take a long time. Many of us who understand the complexities of combined arms warfare have said for a very
And even some of us that don't understand the complexities are able to decipher the lies coming out of the Nazi fucking Ukraine. Unbelievable.
long time that it will take much longer than anticipated. You know, the Ukrainians went into this A lot of people thought they were 10 feet tall, much like we thought Russians were at the beginning of the conflict.
There you go.
But when you're on the offensive over a long stretch of front lines with a lot of territory to recover, using new equipment, doing something that you've never done before against an enemy that's dug in with mines and wire and trenches, it's extremely difficult, and it just takes a long time.
And experience and years of training that these guys don't have in Ukraine.
That's the fact of the matter.
Wow, that was it. That was it.
Well,
you know,
that's every time
if he pontificated on that any further, they didn't want us to hear it.
Ukrainian officials say heavy Russian defenses have slowed their month-long counteroffensive to a crawl. And
now, understand that. If they say in Ukraine that the offensive has been slowed to a crawl, it's 10 times worse. Not only has it been slowed, it's been stopped, and Russia's probably taking more land back now. Russia's probably going to punish them by taking even more land. You got to sit down at the table. You got to give Russia most of that land. They won. They won for a reason. They've got a really good reason to protect their citizens from Nazis that were fucking burning them alive. It's a really good reason. However you want to look at it, you can deny it. You could say it didn't happen. You could say it was several years ago. Whatever. They've got a good point. There's a lot of other countries around the world that agree with Russia on this. A lot of very powerful countries. And the more and more people hear this narrative, I mean, just think of the hardcore American Ukrainian supporter. That's an American citizen, right? Who watches CNN every day because they look for the red meat that CNN's been throwing at them about this war. And keeping them waving their little fucking flags around, right? Putting up their little blue and yellow flags on their social media. Attempting to keep that narrative going when all of a sudden this comes out and those people are sitting there watching, waiting for their red meat. All of a sudden, the red meat is taken away, and they're given nothing but cold, hard truths. What's going to happen? Some of those people that may have been, I support the war, but, whatever, I'm kind of like on the fence. Not anymore. You lost their support completely. Anybody on the fence is going to listen to this and be like, wow, so you've been lying to us this whole time? Yeah, they've been lying to you. They're totally lying to you. If you see Russia sending missiles in to Ukraine, in the middle of Ukraine, murdering people, it doesn't really seem like they're being stopped from doing anything. And if they keep beating the center of Ukraine, not the edge, but they're attacking the center, they'll be able to advance to it. And if Ukraine keeps pushing and the West keeps pushing, Russia's going to be like, well, fuck you. We're taking the whole goddamn country. And we're that woman in yesterday's video that was outside her apartment where her boyfriend was inside. He ended up getting tased inside.
Honestly, Russia was
we're
forced to
that
act to stop the
woman
murder
that
of
is
ethnic
sitting
Russians
there
in
making
Ukraine
all
who
that
were being
fucking
hunted like
noise.
animals. Ukraine is acting like a victim.
Why
when in
are you
reality
fucking
they were
talking
the
over me?
first.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. We're that woman who is come out of the fucking apartment and producing her own drama and screaming and ranting and raving and getting the police to respond. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're ranting and raving and screaming against Russia, and we're creating our own demise by inciting them to do more and more and more. Russia's not going to fucking stop. If we don't stop, Russia's not going to stop. And I have a feeling we're going to see some encroachment on these lines that they show us every day on the maps about Ukraine. We're going to see those lines moving. I mean, they're not going to be able to hide it. Russia's taken more land. Now, I don't know this is a fact, but I'm just doing this. I have a feeling that Russia's advancing right now and that we're not hearing about it. And if I was right about that, then you remember the date and the time. It was 8/8/23, 11/27. And I told you Russia's taking more land. I don't know this, but since they're saying that it's slowing down the offensive, I have a feeling it's way worse. We'll find out. We'll see how accurate I am. Just making a prediction, like I like to do. I had to mute my whole computer because fucking Sean started talking over me. We were in the middle of a fucking rant.
5 per square kilometre in some parts is one reason for the slow going. Clearing those minefields is slow and deadly and dangerous work, and it's being done now by foot. That same official notes there's no deadlines to break through those fortified defensive lines. Meantime, Kyiv says Russia is bringing more battle-ready forces to the city of Bakhmut to try and prevent further Ukrainian gains. Also, the Russians are trying to push back on the front lines as well, but the Ukrainian president says they will not get anywhere.
Okay, well there it is. Russia's pressing ahead, and and Zelensky says they won't get anywhere, but they are getting somewhere, aren't they? You literally just told us they're advancing. We didn't catch that, did we? They're fucking advancing, guys. He said it.
They're trying to push back on the front lines as well, but the Ukrainians. Also, the Russians are trying to push back on the front lines as well, but the Ukrainian president says they will not get
such a little bit of words dedicated.
Gains. Also, the Russians are trying to push back on the front lines.
Also, the Russians are attempting. What does he say? And I love the way he words this because you can't even catch it.
To try and prevent further Ukrainian gains. Also, the Russians are trying to push back on the front line.
Push back. The Russians are trying to push back on the front lines. They're trying to?
As well, but the...
As well? Oh, the Russians are trying to push back on the front lines. There's the news right there, guys. Hidden in this whole fluff story. Well, you could say that, Sean, but in reality, there's been a lot of back and forth between Ukraine and Russia for years and years and years. And to actually put your finger on it and say when it actually started, I don't know. And I don't fucking care. I don't care who fucking started this. You could do that with the goddamn Israel-Palestinian thing too. And who cares who was there first? Let's just fucking fix it right now, the way it is. Let's just fucking fix it. Instead of going back and trying to figure out, who did what first to who. It's not going to change anything. It's so funny how, as often as you will tell someone that, oh, what about the Donbass? And if they support Ukraine, they won't fucking say anything.
Russia didn't help. Cannabis heals. Yeah, stop killing humans.
I agree with both of you. In fact, I couldn't have said it better. You can go way, way, way back and say Russia stole this land, because Russia were conquerors, and that's what they did. And they took this land, and they impregnated all the women, and they made everybody Russian, and blah, 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 blah. So, that's true. That's why I'm here. I'm the product of a Russian invasion. Absolutely.
Dave Fishing. Morning, bro.
Dave Fishing, good morning. All right, we can smoke. Dave Fishing is here. Oh, the crypto's exploded today. I don't know if you guys care about that. But I'm making some money. I just
Dave Fishing.
Let you know that.
Getting new dog today. Yes, I'm about to rip some og.
You guys, look. I have to pull all of these down because they all went up. We like to see that, don't we? We like to see the blinds being pulled down. Can you believe this? Dude, what is
Johnson,
up? What is...
AI will fix all of this nonsense.
Do you guys look at... Right, Johnson? It's going to stop the war. You guys, look at all of this frickin' volume coming in. The whole market is slammed with volume, but the 24-hour doesn't reflect it. But the last... I don't know, man. The bottom chart certainly does. I don't know what's up with that bottom chart. It's kind of weird. Let's take that down. Dude, that's as low as the volume goes. You see this, guys? Look at this. I'm putting all the volume all the way to... Usually you can get it down to high. But there's so much volume coming into the market right now. It's unbelievable, guys. Look at the climb. Look at this. Look at this climb going up. And Bitcoin's at 29,500.
Pump up the volume, oh yeah, cheers bro.
Harmony hasn't gone anywhere. 1162. It's still about the same place. It got all the way down to 1125. And got up to 1175. Beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Not to take a rip. Okay, cool. Very good timing. Bottom of the hour. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. DeSantis replaces campaign manager. Oh, he's desperate. I love it.
Hoot in hell. Cheers. Dave Fishing. Cheers. Steven Running. What do you think of cage match Elon vs Zuck?
I think Zuckerberg needs to fucking destroy Elon Musk's face so that he's unrecognizable. Go Zuck. Oh shit, stocks tumble as Moody's warns it could cut credit ratings of 6 big US banks.
Dave Fishing.
Dude, that's why people are
Did you
buying
hear
into
about the
crypto.
Alabama brawl?
This is exactly what the crypto market needed, guys. Holy shit. You know, usually crypto runs with the
Bonsai
stock
house.
market.
I can play piano by ear, but now I'ma try to use my penis.
This was 1 hour ago. You guys. Holy shit. Holy shit, man. Look at the stock market live feed up above. And look at crypto. Meanwhile, crypto's fucking kicking ass. Dude, this could be it, guys. This could be our moment live on this show. It's all happening. All we need to do is see Harmony get on the fucking money train. Come on, Harmony. Let's harmonize with the rest of the market. What are you, +1? Harmony, what are you, +1.6? What are you doing? I need to see at least a +3.
It's Josh G. Ha ha ha, there's a fear and EED index that's hilarious.
Fear and greed index. Oh yeah, you didn't know about that? Oh yeah, greed is driving the US market, baby. I tell you, that's what's driving crypto right now, is people in the stock market are going, dude, now's my time to get into crypto right now. They're looking at the crypto, they're looking at the crypto. They're looking at the crypto, they're looking at the crypto right now. Everybody's looking at it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look
Dave
at
Fisher.
that. Well, just
Bye,
look
bye,
at
bye.
that.
Arafat Nakba. Bonsai tree must ow ha ha cheers Billy.
Just look.
Cannabis yields. You see the bill that makes weapons cost go up huge, 500 to 5,000 for a weapon. KZ stuff, they're doing everything they can to take guns.
No, I didn't
Dave
see that
Fisher.
bill.
They'll never get our weapons.
They're thinking about putting this guy in jail for a year for inciting that what they call a riot in
And on Friday, we'll be doing a huge giveaway.
dude.
Well, I knew we had a video to talk about when my Citizen app went off saying there was a riot in New York City over an influencer giveaway. But little did I know, it was actually Kai Cenat that was behind it all. And it all starts on the 2nd of August, where Kai announced that he was doing a PC and PlayStation 5 giveaway in person in New York City.
Big announcement real quick. Y'all know the last time I've been to New York was January, chat. We finally return to New York tomorrow, chat. Also, not only am I gonna be in New York, but goddamn near the whole AMP gonna be in New York. I called up my boy Phantom, and on Friday, we'll be doing a huge giveaway. What?
Dude, he didn't. There was no call to violence. He wasn't trying to incite a riot. He didn't ask anybody to do anything wrong. He was giving things away. He wasn't trying to subvert society. I don't understand how they can even say he's going to be charged with anything. I don't understand how he got arrested for this.
What giveaway?
It wasn't like Donald Trump saying, we're going to stop the steal. We're all going to march down to the Capitol. Together, I'm going to march right along with you. We're going to go down to the Capitol. And we're going to stop the steal.
Cops twist stuff.
That's inciting a riot. This is a giveaway where people got a little out of hand. You know, some people got a little out of hand. You know, he wasn't asking people to get out of
What are you
hand.
gonna do? Yes, it will be a meetup. Yes, I'm gonna drop the location. And yes, we're giving away PCs. We will be giving away PS5s. We will be giving away microphones for the PC, keyboards for the PC, webcams for the PC, gaming chairs for the PC, headphones, gift cards. Now, where would that be? The way you win, you have to pull up. Okay, my brothers and sisters? You have to pull up. You have to pull up. Now, I'm gonna say this one time and one time only, okay, my boys and girls?
Cops twist stuff. I heard outsiders saw them meet up and took advantage. They presented it to us like it was a call for chaos. Well, let's just hear. I want to hear the call to violence.
Girls, security will be deep. You try something, you get boomed.
Okay, there it is.
Well, that didn't age well.
No, it did age well. That's evidence that he told everybody, look, you better behave. Security's going to be there. What do you mean that didn't age well, you fucking asshole? This guy's a douchebag. You don't see what's right in front of your stupid fucking face because you're too busy trying to edit your little cutesy wootsy upload. Well, you know what, dude? Fuck you. I just wanted the content. I don't want you. So fuck off. Get off my fucking screen. How do I get this guy over here? Fuck you, you piece of shit. You know, show me the call to violence. Show me the call to violence.
Here's the location. So play your schedules for Friday. Oh, chat. We will be at 14 Union Street Park. Union Square. I say Union Street. Union Square Park, chat. Right in front of the whole school. We're gonna put up with a big truck.
Yeah. How's this motherfucker already convicting this guy of inciting a riot? This fellow podcaster is throwing this guy under the bus, and I'm like, you know what? You're a giant piece of human garbage.
Saw that big mess.
You have no respect for other podcasters.
Acting up in 60+ arrests. With you 100%.
All podcasters should have all other podcasters' backs. Now, when one of them lashes out or freaks out or does something stupid or offends you personally or goes out of their way to block you or do something, that's okay. All bets are off at that point. But as far as from a group standpoint, when you have no interaction with this man whatsoever, he doesn't know who your dumbass is. I don't care how big you are on whatever you're on. He doesn't know you. So fucking back off, dude. You know, cut him some slack. Listen to the words he said and tell me where he was trying to incite a riot, you idiot. You non-supportive fucking fake podcasting piece of fucking human garbage.
P5 or whatever y'all gotta get. A unit. Said unit. Hold on, let me type it in for y'all so it's easier. Hold on. Basically, right here, okay? Right here, we will be giving away PCs and all that. We deep right here. Hold on. Nah, I can't do the web steps. Chat, I can't do the web steps due to the fact that that will get shut down ASAP. I am not trying to be Duke Dennis 2.0.
Well, again, that didn't age well.
The massive crowd in New York City's Union Square formed in minutes. Thousands of young people who showed up for a PlayStation giveaway.
That opening clip there looked like something straight out of a zombie movie. But what a lot.
No, it didn't. It looked like a bunch of African American people standing around in a group for an event. And you sound like a racist piece of shit. He just called African Americans zombies. Like mindless dead people. This guy is a giant piece of racist garbage. I don't know if you... Let me hear from you in the chat if you agree with me. I'm going to stop. Right, Sean? I'm going to stop and let you guys talk in the chat. I'm going to hit my bong, and I want to hear from you guys.
He don't respect amen, bro.
Thank you, Arafat. I'm going to turn your volume up.
Aid.
There, volume is up.
Steven running. Aid. Dave
Agreed.
fishing.
Thank you, guys.
Guy's a piece of closet racist. They love to jump on black people protesting.
Go off on this piece of white trash.
It's Josh G.
Human garbage.
He sounds a little jelly. He can't get more than 10 people to show. Winky face. Kidding. Dave fishing. He wouldn't be covering it if they were all white.
Well, he covers whatever. But, you know, he's just a news guy that puts a funny spin on shit. And I was like, with my girlfriend watching him the other night, I was like, oh, he's funny. The guy he really made me laugh. She was like, yeah, I really enjoyed that, blah, blah, blah. Turn this on. Within 2 minutes, he's exposed himself for a racist piece of fucking human garbage. A
Bonsai
racist
house.
piece of human garbage.
Well, his hat isn't doing him any favors.
Well, dude, he's trying to be Mike Myers from... It's so weird.
It's Josh G.
You know, it's like,
He's
put your
got a
ears,
butt chin anyways.
put your hair back over your ears, dude. You're trying to be Mike Myers from Wayne's World, Party Time, excellent. Woo, woo, woo. I mean, come on. You are so trying to play that whole Mike Myers thing.
Arafat Nakba. Yeah, Wayne's World.
Anyway. I don't want to hear what this guy has to say. I really don't.
CJ Hill. Cossie Speed is unironically racist, though.
He's unironically racist? Well, you know, I don't like racists. I don't care what the color of your skin is. I don't like racists at all.
Bonsai House.
I don't like that he's a racist either.
No Bass Pro Shop. Home of the KKK and Ted Nugent.
And start breaking stuff. If that's not wild enough, somehow it got worse. overall, it just seems like the worst day possible to be stuck in traffic in New York, because apparently all you have to do is be at the wrong place at the wrong time while a Twitch streamer is having a giveaway, and suddenly you have a bunch of young people doing WWE moves on top of your car. I don't know if the people doing the damage are Kai fans or not, but I hope they realize that this doesn't make them think they're cool. Because now he's being held responsible for their dumb
Dave
actions.
Fishing.
The NYPD initiated
Wonder if this
a
guy's been to NYC even.
level 4 mobilization over this. That's like the real life version of 4 stars in Grand Theft Auto. The highest possible level the police can respond, and
He's got really bad eyebrows, this guy. He could use a tweeze.
sent 600 officers out there. And while all of this was going down, Kai was just desperately trying to calm down his fans.
Let's play that on repeat a few times. Billy Ballantyne, apologies to you. I'm going to play it maybe 10 times. Listen to this guy.
Was out there. And while all of this was going down, Kai was just desperately trying to calm down his fans. Desperately trying to calm down his fan. Kai was just desperately trying to calm down his fan. Kai was just desperately trying to calm down his fan. Kai was just desperately trying to calm down his fans.
He was desperately trying to calm the group down, and you're here making him sound like he incited a riot. Shame on you, dude. I mean, you literally do know the facts. You know, I'll give you that. You do know the facts. But for some reason, you're pushing this as, you know, he's some kind of a criminal for doing what he did.
It's Josh G.
Dude, maybe like
Subversion.
50 people out of the 7,000 people there heard you. This is yet another reminder to any massive influencer out there to not
Bring a PA system with you or a bullhorn.
not have spontaneous events without actually planning for it, because this is absolute chaos. I'm pretty sure we saw like smaller versions of this with Lil Xan in 2017 or 2018. A short vlog segment and all this where he kind of responds to this in a way.
Y'all about to see NYPD, bro. Look, police over. Welcome to New York, bro. I'm telling you, it's a lot of y'all out there right now. Everybody who's out there, make sure y'all safe. Appreciate everybody who popped.
He said, make sure you're all safe, man. He's trying to protect everybody. There's no call to action here. How did they arrest him for inciting a riot?
Stuff for y'all, bro. We gonna make it's safe, bro. We're not gonna do nothing until it's safe. Yeah, we gotta make sure it's safe. Everybody's good. But find us already. Hold on. Play this whole time, be good. So he can see. Yeah, look. Oh, they see you ready, bro. You feel me?
That was before the event, from what I could tell. Then he obviously had to be evacuated.
Clean up. It's clean up.
No, I cannot go up there with the book bag.
That's when somebody couldn't jump over the wall.
Manhattan, and you
He
can
tried,
see
they
these
couldn't do it.
helicopters are overhead. That's Union Square Park. The park has been swarmed and basically overrun by...
It's Josh G.
They used the word swarmed when referring to African Americans. Who's that? Swarmed. Like they're a fucking swarm of insects. Like they're locusts. Do you guys catch shit like this? These words have meaning, man. You guys...
CJ Hill.
I hope you catch it.
Why does dude even care about what Speed is doing? Like, did anyone even get hurt or this guy content who AF? Dave Fishing. Union Square is a known young people hangout. Arafat Nakba. Yeah, less than.
Dude,
It's Josh G.
That's not...
Vocabulary is important.
CJ, I'm confused. Why are you talking about Speed? Because that's not this guy. So I'm just kind of confused why you're talking about Speed. Let me know.
No, I cannot go up there with the book bag.
The lower Manhattan, and you can see news helicopters are overhead. That's Union Square Park. The park has been swarmed and basically overrun by people. Look at the crowds of people there.
Arafat Nakba.
Subway
Dude,
lines, bus
I think
lanes.
he
they're-
means
It's
speech.
not that many people. Oh my God. It's not that many people. Look at you can count the heads there, guys. Holy shit. They're making such a big...
Dave
They're
Fishing.
making this into something
That's how it always looks, lol.
They're making this into something that it is totally not. Here, watch this, guys. Swarms of people, guys. Swarms of them. Look at this.
Lower Manhattan, and you can see news helicopters are overhead. That's Union Square Park. The park has been swarmed and basically overrun by people. Look at the crowds of people there. In fact, subway lines, bus lanes, they're bypassing Union Square. It's a big subway station in Manhattan.
More people at Times Square on weekends.
Let's just count.
Dave fishing.
Let's get a head count.
Like 250 ppl.
Here, let's count right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 44, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
CJ Hill. Excuse me, you're right, Tyson. It's Josh G. Wonder why they don't say the same about traffic piled up. That's way more annoying than people.
101. 102, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42, 43, 44, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 80, 1, 82, 83, 45, 6, 8, 7, 8, 9, 9, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So here's about 100 people right here, right? Here's 100. Okay. Here's 100. Here's 100. So there's 200 people here. Right?
Arafat Nakba.
So with that knowledge,
you get new coffee, bro.
I'm going to say that this is less than 100 people. So we got about 300 people in this swarm. 300 people. And then if we go back to here, this shot. This one's going to be a little bit more challenging because they didn't zoom in on this. But we will zoom in on it a little bit. All right, so this is a much bigger crowd. And by what I just learned, I'd say roughly this is less than 1,000 people right here. You know, I'd just say, you know, here's a group of 100. 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 100. 100. I'd say this is about 1,000 people, give or take. So overall, 1,500 people and spread out over a quarter of a mile.
Cannabis Heals. Little over 1,000, my guess.
It's not. It's that, dude. I thought it was like a rock concert.
I'm slamming monsters, and you just flew by me.
I thought it was like a rock concert. I thought it was like 50, 60,000 people to go see Aerosmith. Dude, it wasn't even a fucking.
It's Josh
It wasn't
G.
even the floor seats,
Even
bro.
if it's 1,000 plus people, that's not out of the question for some indoor concert venues. They just want to patronize a black man.
You're right, dude. It's like an outdoor concert. It's not the. And you know, when you look at it, the people aren't rioting. The people are walking. You know, there's 4 guys jumping on cars and 1,500 people hanging out wanting a free PlayStation. It's not a riot. A riot is where all the people are rioters burning shit to the ground, man. There's so much wrong with this. Let's look at the shot one more time.
Baited.
Here's a shot of all the people from the overhead.
No, I cannot go up there with a book bag.
The Lower Manhattan, and you can see news helicopters are overhead. That's Union Square Park. The park has been swarmed and basically overrun by people. Look at the crowds of people there. In fact, subway lines,
300.
bus lanes, they're bypassing Union Square.
We're showing you 300 people right here. Okay,
apparently what had happened here is a popular Twitch streamer was holding a video game giveaway. If you don't know what Twitch is, you're not alone.
It's just so insane. This footage is just so wild. Like, you just see a bunch of people surfing on top of a truck that he was most likely inside. And after a while, the truck really picked up speed. I'm not gonna show that, but people started falling off the truck. Bro, I'm just gonna put it out there, guys. Your favorite influencer does not want you climbing on their truck while they're going like 30 miles an hour. That's an absolute nightmare. That might be a hot take in today's world, but that's just insanity. What drives someone to cling on to a moving truck just because an influencer you watch is inside the truck? I just have so many questions. Why would you ever do this? I get it, like, fandom can get absolutely insane, but this is really high up there. But anyway, the police did charge him with 2 counts of inciting a riot.
Are you going to charge Kai Cenat?
Yes. The influencer is charged. He's going to be charged with multiple counts, at least 2 counts of inciting a riot, unlawful.
Bullshit. Now, unlawful assembly, that's fair. Okay, that's fair. Inciting a riot because a couple of cars got jumped on?
Johnson. Considering this is over a stupid PlayStation, it is a riot.
No, it's... Dude, for there to be a riot, there must be rioting. Which there was none of. A couple of car roofs got jumped on like WWE style. It was hilarious. Except for the people in the cars, obviously. They... Not so funny. You know? The people... The city of New York, or wherever that was, should pay for that. Give those guys new cars. Because they weren't able to control their own fucking city. And they should have a way to do that. You know, this guy had put that shit on the internet. So there was no way they didn't know this was going to fucking happen. Where were the fucking police? You know? It's their fault. Fuck them. But he did not incite a riot. I mean, you think because it was a PlayStation, that's what makes it a riot? You think the thing that starts the rioting determines whether or not it's a riot? It doesn't even make sense.
Lawful assembly.
Try harder.
And a few other charges.
And one count of inciting a riot in New York could be up to 1 year in jail, and he's facing 2 of them. So, this is going to be interesting to see what happens, and this clip is definitely not helping his case.
Yeah, 500 people can fit right there. They said more. NYPD gonna be on. NYPD gonna pull up. Oh, well, bro. Child, we going all out. I'm telling you.
See, he was hoping the police were going to be there because he knew the police would help keep people in line. How is this? Oh, how'd this one age? Oh, gotcha. Oh, I'm one of those gotcha podcasters. I gotcha. I got to tell you, man, I don't see.
CJ Hill.
I don't see the
not
crime
a riot,
here.
But it's definitely irresponsible.
Yeah.
No charges should be filed because I could post on Twitter RN telling people to come, and if 1,000 people showed up, nothing would happen to me.
If the inciting a riot part, okay, look, let's find out what inciting a riot constitutes, right? Okay, Google.
Johnson. If he was giving away King Cobras, I could understand it.
That doesn't even make sense. What you just said doesn't even make sense. Okay, Google. Definition: incitement of riot.
According to law, Cornell University, as used in this chapter, the term to incite a riot, or to organize, promote, encourage, participate in, or carry on a riot includes, but is not limited to, urging or instigating other persons to riot, but shall not be deemed to mean the mere oral or written advocacy of ideas or expression of belief, not involving.
So, he
CJ
didn't
Hill.
incite a riot.
Johnson, I think you have terminal brain rot.
The very definition of riot incitement says you have to be telling people to riot, to be charged with inciting a riot.
The definition was stealing a PlayStation, right?
I'm here to tell you. The very definition of inciting a riot says the person inciting the riot has to tell other people to riot, which is the exact opposite of what this guy did. He mentioned the police. This guy's fucking, you know, I don't want to use racial terminology, but this guy is like throwing this guy under the bus so deep under the bus.
You go. This is gonna be a movie. 14 Union Square Park, right in front of the Whole Foods, bro.
I don't know how I feel about this, guys, because I can't tell if he knew this many people would come. While, yes, you can blame him from hosting the event, I don't think he thought his fans would wild out like that. You would at least hope not. But either way, the entire event was thrown in the most reckless way possible. There was a lot of damage, which is probably going to result into hefty fines for Kai. There was also
CJ Hill.
some footage of an older man
And he should get a fine for no permits or something.
got his food truck looted, which absolutely sucks. And again, wrong place at the wrong time. Kai hasn't officially responded to all this as of recording this video. I'm assuming this is because it's a mass.
The food truck got looted. They stole all the guy's food. Did they burn it and beat the food truck the food truck owner, I wonder? Because that would be a riot. I've seen riots.
CJ Hill. At most.
You know, I'll show this fucking little white bread motherfucker a riot, since he doesn't know what a riot is. Now let's go watch some fucking videos, buddy. Me and you. I'll show you what a fucking riot looks like.
It's a legal matter now, but it's definitely going to
be just a little fucking turd. This little turd bitch. It's like, your parents did a horrible job, dude. They did a fucking Mike Myers wannabe fuckstick. Alright, so, can we smoke? I really, yeah. No law regarding cannabis. How long have we been doing this for, man? Too long. Too goddamn long. No law regarding cannabis, everybody. Cheers. I gotta go.
Arafat Nakba. Yes, cheers.
You guys take care. I'll see you on the next show.
Arafat Nakba. Did you see Cybers live from last HT?
No, I've been with my girlfriend all night. Hey, can any of you tell me what's been going on my Twitter feed? Any of you? Go to Twitter. Go check out all the responses to all of my tweets. First one to come in this chat and tell me what's going on with that wins. All right? It's at Nay's Garden on
Mad
Twitter.
Love and respect, bro.
Go to my Twitter feed, at Nay's Garden on Twitter. Go tell me go read the responses to all of my tweets on Twitter. Go check that out. All right. Bye.